everybody, and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions for another round of Premier League predictions. And what a weekend we had last weekend. Thomas, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
We're not to that. We're going to go straight. We haven't got time for your tomfoolery at this point in time. Give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. But we're going to jump straight into this, and we're going to start with the league leaders. And there is only one place to start, and that is with the Red Devils. It is West Ham v Man United. Thomas, you must be on cloud 11.
I mean, I would be, but I was totally prepared for the League One predictions, so like all my notes are out of whack here. Everybody, hold. Yes! The Red Devils, Manchester United, the greatest side in the land, led by Cristiano Ronaldo. 2-goal returning hero, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ian, Dreamland. Life is good.
You fill your boots, son. It's fine. You go.
The Premier League title is coming back to the red half of Manchester. They looked pretty good, unless you're the BBC, in which case Newcastle looked incredible, and they cannot possibly fathom how Man United got a 3-1 victory out the game. 4-1 victory, even. Jesse Lingard's goal was absolute gold at the end. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes had an incredible finish, but the game is now starting and finishing with Cristiano Ronaldo in every game. He gives them a totally different dimension, and he's an actual striker that they're letting play. Edison Cavani, actual striker, but never allowed to play games for us. Cristiano Ronaldo will play all of the games. They looked really good. They've looked really good this season. I can't see past the Red Devils' victory here. Can you, Ian?
Absolutely not. Man United away as well. You don't ever lose games away from home. Just a winner, though, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Him just being back just raises everybody else's level, just because he doesn't have to do anything. That obviously he scored 2 goals. He doesn't have to do anything groundbreaking or amazing. Just having him there makes such a difference to the likes of Pogba, Fernandes. You still need to. I mean, I don't know why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has frozen out Henderson in goal. Why is he frozen out, Tom?
So, firstly, I was going to say,
has he frozen him out, Thomas?
De Gea has looked like his old self this season, out of nowhere. But
English
Dean Henderson got COVID and apparently still hasn't fully recovered from COVID. He might have long COVID. We might, genuinely, if he has long, we might not see Dean Henderson for the year.
Man United look fantastic at the moment, and West Ham have looked good as well. But they're not going to have Tony this game because he got sent off. So I'm going for a 3-1 Man U win.
Oh, amazing! I'm going for a 3-0 Man U win. And without further ado, a Gilding Lily. That's right, I'm leading into the next one. It's Spurs versus Chelsea, baby. It's a good old North London derby.
Oh, a good old ding-dong. Not really a North London derby, but a London derby. Funny that you said that the BBC said Man United looked terrible, which they did, by the way, looked terrible. But they said the same. Well, I think Chelsea themselves said the same thing, that they played pretty crap against Villa, but still came out with a 3-0 win. Romelu Lukaku looking like $1 million. They look every bit as good as Man United do, in my opinion. And Tottenham coming off the back of a pretty poor loss to Crystal Palace, where Tanganga just lost his head and did 2 bookings very quickly and got sent off and really lost them again.
What was he doing?
He just wasn't thinking, was he? He clearly just dove in, rash challenge.
Is there anything more Spursy than that?
I love the way he tried to just. He wasn't even subtle the way he blocked Zaha off for the first booking. It was just terrible.
Spurs fans, they didn't understand the sending off. There were tons of people writing in being like, I don't see how that's a send. I'm like, really? Really? The referee was almost apologetic that he had to do it. He's like, okay. Like,
this one will be a close game, but because Spurs will really, Nuno will go in and try and frustrate Chelsea and not make it an open game at all. But I think Chelsea will be too strong for them. I'm going first again. I don't know why. 2-0 win for Chelsea.
Yeah, I see this being 3-1. I don't know what it is about Tuchel's Chelsea. I keep wanting them to sputter out, work too hard, but they're not going to. They have so many players. They look so good going forward. And Lukaku actually looks like he's finally figured it out in front of goal. And
He looks amazing. He looks like he's loving it. If you hear him in interviews, he knows that he's like the man, if you know what I mean. And
yeah.
Loving that. But also as well, I'll just say, Chelsea look like they love defending. They look like they just love, they've got that appetite to keeping clean sheets. And I think that is as big a feather in Tuchel's cap as it is as them going forward, is the fact that he's got this defence looking watertight and they don't look like they're going to concede anything. But we will move on. We will move on to the greatest side on planet Earth, and that is Liverpool, and they're playing Crystal Palace.
What a fantastic Liverpool victory over Leeds. 3-0. They were imperious, impetuous, and full of seed. Or at least they were if you were listening to the BBC. I don't know. I went rogue on the final one. I ran out of words, and I just picked whatever I could think about. Add that to the drinking game we'd normally play during live streams. Full of seed. Palace, obviously, huge victory over Spurs, we've already talked about, but that sending off pretty much gave them the chance to win. But they have a new hero, Ian. I don't think Patrick Vieira is going to be able to do it at Anfield, though.
As a Man United fan, you must have been pretty happy with that Liverpool player breaking his leg.
No. Also, apparently it's only a dislocated ankle, so...
Oh, so you should have fucking carried on then.
Exactly. Be a man.
Yeah, it's not very nice for a young player to break his leg, but that clearly is the reason why Leeds were distracted and didn't go on to beat Liverpool in that game. Look, do you know Patrick Vieira was an invincible and played in the greatest Premier League side ever?
On that note, I predict Liverpool to win this game 2-0.
Yeah, I think Liverpool will win quite easily as well. A good result for Palace, though, and Edouard is a good signing from Celtic. I think he'll do well for them, and Vieira really needed that result, and they did look a lot. I feel their fans are a lot happier now after 2 London derbies where they got a draw and a win. But I think I'll go for a 2-1 Liverpool win. And bringing up the rear in this title race, Thomas, we get to Manchester City, who are playing King Ralph's Southampton.
Yeah, so Manchester City totally written off at the beginning of the season. Didn't sign Harry Kane, didn't sign Eric Haaland. Jack Grealish isn't good enough to get in the England team. They lose 1-0 to Spurs, and everyone has basically put a nail in their coffin. Since then, I think they've scored something like 10 goals without response. They haven't conceded. They looked pretty good against Leicester. They won. I mean, United, Chelsea, City, these 3 teams with Liverpool trailing them just look incredible right now. Like, Pep's teams don't play badly. Jack Grealish looks like a great addition. He's really comfortable on the ball. He's getting settled within the team. City scare me because they go on these runs of winning 10, 15, 20 games in a row like it's candy. Like every season, they go on an insane winning run. And I don't see Southampton getting anything in this game, Ian.
Oh, of course they're not going to get anything out of this game, but you couldn't be more wrong, Thomas. Jack Grealish is overrated. Tell me the last good thing that he's done in any shirt, be it England, City or Villa. And I'm going to keep on saying it. These are the sort of games Manchester City need a striker. They nearly came unstuck against Leicester, scraped through. They're gonna be feeling it come the end of the season. I'm gonna go another win for the 1-0 King, the 1-0 Kings. That's right, 1-0 Man City.
Yeah, I got 3-0. Ian, can you remind me who the highest scorer is in the Premier League right now? Which team?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm gonna guess probably Arsenal.
It's Manchester or Manchester. The 2 teams that both scored 11 goals. They're
the striker that could score more.
Could be 15. It's not like they're not even trying anymore.
No, I don't know why you're being petty about it.
Burnley versus not them again. Arsenal.
Right. They got the win. They needed a win. In the words of the immortal Jim Stiff, it didn't matter how it kept. They could a 0.5 win would have been good enough, and it's pretty much what they got against Norwich. We don't know how Burnley have got on because we're filming this before the Everton game, but I will just say Arsenal needed that game against Norwich because I felt that was like the easiest game they could possibly have in the Premier League. They need this game now against Burnley. They need someone who's going to beat them up, bully them, and they need to see if they can stand up to that. I'm not convinced that they will, but they need the test. So I'm very, very nervous, but I'm going to say, and hopefully maybe they'll get a couple of cheap penalties, but I'm going for a 2-1 Gunners win.
Yeah, let's just read out some things here. Played 4, lost 3, scored 1, conceded 9, 3 points after 4 games. This Arsenal side are mediocre at best. This, actually, to be fair, them being mediocre might help, because Burnley might actually try and play football against this side and actually leave some holes open instead of their normal thing of just trying to bully them off the park.
They're crazy if they do that, though. That is
I know. I know they are.
I know you're being silly there, right?
Yeah, I am being silly there. Of course I'm being silly there. They're not going to do that. Burnley are going to beat the crap out of Arsenal, and Arsenal are going to have to hope they can see it through. But Arsenal didn't do what any other decent side would do to Norwich. That might have been Norwich's best chance to get another point on the board, if we're being honest. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, didn't fashion a huge amount of open chances against a side that play really open football, that refuse to change despite quite clearly being out of their depth in this league, and they only won 1-0. Burnley haven't fired yet this season, haven't really made any signings. 1-1 draw, Ian.
If you're Chris Wood or you're Ashley Barnes, you'll be looking forward to this game.
Or if you're Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes.
Exactly.
Now I need to very quickly stop, Ian, and thank all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you to Robert Allen, Matthew Bowden, Christina Allen, Robert Allen, and the sometimes there grandstand betters. We love you all. Thank you all for supporting us. And thank you to all the other guys who support us for just a little bit of change every month. We really appreciate that money. Hopefully we're going to get to go to some live games this year. Maybe we can buy me a new cord to hook up my snowball mic, because, cannot find that cord. We love you all, but if you guys want to support us, please check out our Patreon. But no matter what, like, subscribe, comment down below, and definitely hit the downvote. Definitely hit the downvote.
Definitely worthy of the downvote. Look, also, while you're going on, firstly, you said Robert Allen twice. I know he is so good that you named him twice, but I think you missed out on Christina Allen there. But I just want to say a quick shout out to Grandstand Betters as well. These guys are fantastic. If you like gambling and you like betting on sports, these are the guys to follow. They give you outstanding tips, and you'll certainly end up winning some money if you follow Grandstand Better's daily tips. They also do live streams now for Cleveland Brown games. I was on one yesterday. It's very entertaining and fantastic. And for a novice, you certainly do learn a lot about the game of American football. So go and check them out. Go and subscribe to their channel and win yourself some money.
Newcastle United versus Leeds United.
Who has the more unhappy set of fans?
Newcastle.
You didn't give me a chance to say the two sets of people.
Newcastle.
Okay. Probably right. I was going to say Arsenal or Leeds.
Newcastle.
Yeah, probably still Newcastle. Neither side's had a good start to the season. I know you're up there and you're around Leeds, and you say the natives aren't happy. But surely they're not going to be doing anything crazy like one in Bielsa anytime soon, you'd have thought.
No, not at all. I think people are just getting frustrated with, I think you said this before this, just how open Leeds have been in certain games. They're really open against Man United, especially when they got back to 1-1 against Leeds. Just like literally blowtorch through butter stuff. But I think Bielsa's sides tend to need something to make them click, and this might be the game where everything kind of pans out. Newcastle, they set up well against Man United. They defended as well as they could, but eventually they just got put to the sword. They're not good enough. They've conceded the most goals in the league this season. I know we're 4 games in, but they've conceded 12 goals already. It's just, they look poor. They can't really score going forward. I don't think there's anything outside of St. Maximin that really gives them anything, and I think Leeds might finally have a game where they can create enough opportunities to get 3 or 4 goals and start to look like their normal selves. So I'm going to go with a 4-2 Leeds win.
Leeds are garbage, Thomas. They've been found out. Terrible at the back. No appetite for defending as well. The second goal was absolutely joke. Patrick Bamford is a waste of time. You might as well just ship him back to the Championship. He's had his one England cap. You might as well get rid of him now. Newcastle, this is their chance to get a win on the board. People like Almiron, St. Maximin, Callum Wilson, the goal scorer. I'm going for a Geordies victory here. Newcastle 2, Leeds United 1.
Fool. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Leicester City.
Both these sides kind of bore me, really. I don't even want anything else. Brighton had a really good win against Brentford, but it's not like I really want to go out of their way to ever really watch a Brighton game. They're okay. They tried to play some okay football, but it's never really an exciting match. I don't think Leicester have been that exciting this season either. They've been a bit of the 1-0 kings themselves. So, what do you expect in this one? I'm probably just going to go. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester victory. Brighton. Everyone wants them to be better than they are. They're boring as hell to watch.
Everybody wants them to be.
Yes, everybody. You yourself included. You wrote to me earlier and you went, I can't wait till Brighton win the league. I love Neil Maupay. Oh my God, I need to put my Lewis Dunk shirt on. And then how dare they sell Ben White? Traitors.
Do you think Graham Potter will go to Arsenal at some point?
Oh my God, yes! Yes! Oh, I hadn't even thought. Oh God, he's going to Arsenal.
I think he might. I'm thinking about that earlier on today. Very good goal by Knockhart, though, to win the game against Brentford.
Yeah, like, Aston Villa versus Everton.
I don't really have too much more to say about this. Look, Aston Villa did actually play really well against Chelsea, and they pushed them, but they made mistakes and they ended up losing 3-0. And that I wouldn't worry for them. I still think they've got a lot of good players in likes of McGinn, and Watkins looks good up front, but it's just not clicking for them too much at the moment. We know Rafa has got the hearts and minds of the whole of Liverpool behind him. So I can see Everton getting a win here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Toffees victory. Usually better away from home, Everton as well.
Well, for the sake of being different, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Villa victory. And let me just read you some stats. Villa
Please do.
Villa scored more than Arsenal, conceded less than Arsenal, more points than Arsenal, ahead of Arsenal on the table. And that's all you really need to know.
Let me give you a stat and a fact to refute this. Arsenal ahead of them alphabetically.
And these are the facts you joined in the channel for. No, honestly, the Buendia signing for Villa looks like a really good Jack Grealish light, a guy who's really comfortable on the ball, that likes to run forward and drive. Dean Smith looks like he's got them, playing their normal style of football like they did last year, having someone like Buendia now that, even if Jack Grealish was there and injured, can come in and be creative, means that they stand a lot better chance of maintaining the form that really fell away from them during the Grealish injury last season. And Watkins up front, just industrious as ever, always looks awesome when he's playing. So 2-1 Villa.
Right, here we go then. Norwich, Watford.
0-0.
I'm going to go for a Watford win here. I think that Norwich are just too nice. Watford will go and just bully them and get a 1-0 victory.
Wolves versus Brentford.
I was really happy that Wolves got a victory. They've been far too good to not have won a game and not scored a goal. And they got 2 scruffy-ass goals, but it doesn't matter. Started with an OG. And then the new Korean sensation, Hwang. One just tapped it in on the goal line. But those are the sort of goals I like strikers to get, the ones where they just tap them in from a yard out. I think Wolves are going to get back-to-back victories here. I think they're going to eke out another close game, but I'm going to go for another 2-0 win for Wolves.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I like both of these sides. I like that Brentford are kind of coming to... Sorry?
Did you see Tony's... You'd have really liked it if you saw it. Did you see Ivan Toney's effort in the first half where he nearly he saw the keeper was off his line and nearly drove it in from 40 yards? Just went over the crossbar. Hell of an effort.
Love Ivan Toney. Yeah, I think Brentford are really good. I think Toney might actually be a Premier League striker, and I think no matter what, Wolves have a hard enough time scoring goals that they're going to really push Brentford. Brentford will get some back. So 2-2 is where I'm going with this game.
Right, we got there. I think all that's left to do is for Tom to wrap it up.
Thank you all for coming. We've appreciated you greatly. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Patreon, hit our social media, use our Amazon affiliate stuff, and, generally help us survive. We'll see you next week. No idea what I did there. Literally no idea.